This tutorial may mostly, so I have been looking for some good ways of doing histogram. There are different ways you can do that. What I have compiled in this video is what I think is the best way to do a histogram and do a comparison to get a better picture of things. So I'll go through multiple ways of doing that. Starting with this one is so in Excel, uh, we need the histogram data toolbar, so toolkit. So what we can do is usually it's in insert, but we can, if you don't have that, you can go to this files option, files, and then options, and then this toolbox comes up, and then you need to go to add-ins and select the analysis toolpack, Excel add-ins, and then click go. I have already added that. I've already added this analysis toolpack, so I don't need to do that anymore. But if you just go and click OK, it should be added. So what you should see after that is, if you go to the data, there should be a data analysis toolkit over there. So that's what we need for the histogram. Like if you click over there, there are multiple options for data analysis. One of them is histogram. That's what we're going to use. Now here I have, let's say from my simulation, I have multiple surfaces, a lot of surfaces, and maybe for two different case studies, different average velocities at these surfaces, cross-sectional surface, let's say. So for two different cases, I have two different velocities. So I want to make a comparison, like for two different boundary conditions or two different setup, what is the comparison between the velocities? Is it better? Is it worse? Like a lot of times we have an engineering problem, like we want to limit, there is the limitations of on velocity, like the velocity can be lower than some velocity or higher than some velocities. So we can easily analyze that or compare that with a histogram. So that's where I'm going to show today. So let's look at the maximum and minimum velocities as well. So you can easily get that from equals max, so parenthesis, and you can select, well, the first one, press Control Shift and down arrow. So it selected the whole list of all the velocities. So it will check the maximum velocities within there. So this is the maximum velocity among this D column. Same way we can do minimum velocity. So equals min parenthesis, and then do the same thing. Select, press Control Shift down arrow to select everything. Press Enter. So we have the maximum minimum velocity. You can do the same thing for velocities individually, or we can just select and just drag it. So you can double check. Select, click in here, check if it is the right column or not. So we have two different maximum minimum velocities because we have two different case studies, velocities to analyze. Now going back to the main objective, how to do the histogram. So, so what do we want to see in the histogram is how many, so this is the maximum and minimum. So what we want to see is within the range of some limited range, like how many velocities existing here. So let's say these are all tube velocities. How many tubes has this velocity range and that velocity? So for that, we need a bin range first. So we need to create the range. So let's say this is our range, velocity range in meter per second. So this one, let's say the first one is 0.25, 0.5. So I want to check how many, like within a range of 0.25, up to, so my maximum is 3.7, so I'll just look at up to 4. So within this range, how many tubes has these velocities? That's what I want to check. So this one would be, let's say, the number of tubes. Okay. So I'll show you the first way of doing that is manually with the hotkeys. You can do that. So equals, let's say, okay, so before that, so we're going to create a histogram. So don't do it in one cell. Select the cells you need. So I will need the number of tubes within this velocity. So select the whole column, click equals frequency, frequency. So frequency, double click, you can double click over there. So it's automatically set up. So you see the first one is data array, the second one, and then comma, and then bin array. So this is my bin array, and my data array is these velocity columns. So let's select the first one. So this one, press Control down arrow, same way. So don't press enter yet because we haven't selected the bin array and we are doing it manually. So click over there, put a comma. So then it went to the bin array part. You can see the bold the bin array has become bold. So select the bin array, and now instead of pressing enter, press Control Shift Enter. This is important. If you don't press Control Shift Enter, it will just give you one cell value. So press Control Shift Enter to get all the selected numbers or number of tubes. So we can see that below 0.25, so up to 0.25 meter per second, there is like 3 velocities, 3 tube velocities. From 0.25 to 0.5, we have 7 tubes, so on and so forth. So it's like that. Okay. Same thing, you can do it by clicking equal. Again, I'll just do it again. Click over there, press equal, frequency, and then actually let's do it a different way. So you can select all of these. You can click on this function, insert function, and then you can find frequency. Just you can try type here, just type FR. It should find frequency. Click OK, and then this is data array. So data array is this. This time you can press enter because we are not just using keyboard shortcuts. And then the bin array. So let's go up. Bin array is this array. Okay, press enter and click OK. So there you go. The additional 0 is like there is, if there is more. Mix it up. Let me try it now. So this one, function, frequency, data array, oops, sorry, this one, just do it for the other one, and then bin array is this. Click OK. Oh, okay. Yeah, this looks fine. So sorry, this is velocity 2. So my minimum velocity is above 0.5, so I don't have any tubes below 0.25. So that's why it's 0. This additional 0, this is actually like if there is anything above 4, it would give me that value, but there is nothing above for the maximum velocity is 3.59. So that's why it's 0. You'll see when you create the histogram from this toolkit, it will give an additional row as well for more, like more than 4 meter per second. So you can ignore this one. So this is also the number of tubes in velocity 2. Okay. So another way, so this is one way of doing that. Another way of doing that, which I think is easier, is you can click on this data analysis, select the histogram from here, click OK. Okay, and again, you can just click on one. Most probably this should work. Let me try. Input range is this velocity. Press enter. Go up. Now you can also select the label as well. And click on this label so it will detect the first row as a label. Okay, I haven't done that in here. Bin range, this manual bin range. And I don't want to create a new worksheet. I want to have an output range. So let's say this is the output range. This is where I want to output it. Okay, you can select more, doesn't really matter. You can select less, doesn't really matter as well. This one, it would only select, take whatever it's needed. Chart output, I want to create a histogram out of it. Okay, because you can see I don't have any chart from here, so I have to create a manual chart. But this way, it will automatically create a chart as well. Click OK. So there you go, the bin, the frequency, and the chart. You can compare this first column with this frequency. You can see they're the same. I think it's one level up, so I'll just pull it down. So 3377. So you see, it's the same histogram, but it's just a different way of doing that. Okay, and you also get this histogram plot as well. So you can double click over here, uh, reduce it, modify it, however you want. Okay, I only have one frequency, so you can have a nice histogram and take a look and actually how is the velocity distribution along these two ways. Okay, so this is one way of doing that. Again, you can repeat the same thing for by using the velocity 2 and the wind range as well. So this is velocity 1, this is velocity 2. Okay. So this is one way of doing that. This is another way. So these are the two ways of doing that. You can modify the graph as you see fit. Okay. Uh, there is, and what if I want to create the histogram from this uh, plots? So what I can do is going to insert. There is a histogram option. So you see here histogram. So let's select first. Okay, so these are the two. Select a histogram. Okay, I get this one. So, should be this one. Let's select this one first. Okay. So 0.25, 0.15. The bin range is a lot different. So what you can do is double click over there. So you see this bin width. Um, so you can play around with this one. Let's say this is 0.25. So overflow, outflow bin, number of bins, how many bins do you want? Maybe 20. Doesn't look nice. Let me see. Insert. Histogram. And quick layout. Sure. Okay. I think I need a bar plot. column. Yep, this one is better. Okay, so you can select, I think I selected the histogram, but probably I need to select a bar plot. Which one is the bar plot? Combo. Yeah, probably I just need to select a bar plot for that because I already have the data. So yeah, you can select a bar plot like that, modifying it. So again, put some distance between them. So pretty much the same chart, and you can play around with it. Another thing I want to do is, what if I want to do a comparison plots, histogram within the same bar plot? What can I do to create that? So I have these two. So what I can do is go to insert um, this one 2D column. So you can, I found this one to be better. Okay, and you can see if you select this everything and create a chart like that, so you have a comparison of uh, velocity 1 and velocity 2 histograms like this. So you can manage this one. Put 0 or maybe 15%. Okay. So you can see why. Okay. There's a problem. I added the range as well. So this should be only these two. Okay. So there you go. And this one should be velocity. Uh, okay. So you can right click, select data, and then horizontal category is just numbering everything. So what you can do is click edit, Excel level. So these are the velocities. Click OK. And velocity 1. So name is the same. This one, you can reduce one column. It has added an additional column. So that's what I'm trying to fix. Edit. This one. So up to this point. Click OK. Click OK, and there you go. So now my x-axis is velocities, so prime 2524, and these are the number of tubes. So you can add axis data labels, axis titles to put. So these are the number of tubes, how many number of tubes are within this range, and everything. So I have a nice picture of the comparison of two case studies. And create a comparison histogram, individual histogram. You can use the data toolkit to do that. We should give you the chart together as well. You can do it manually by command. So these are the best ways, I think, what I found the best ways of doing a good histogram out of Excel. Thank you very much.